Welcome to the Influencers. One of the fascinating things about football, which is always interesting, is the teenagers. Supporters of football are always keen to discover their teenage talents who would grace the football fields in the best competitions in future. So I've made a list of top 10 players for the season 2019-20 whose age is below 20. So let's take a look at it. Number 10. Ansu Fati. The Spanish press has been ablaze all the year with stories about Fati. He came onto the scene as a 16-year-old, making his debut against Real Betis for FC Barcelona. In the space of few rollercoaster weeks, he became the youngest scorer in Barcelona's history. He also scored goal against Inter Milan in the UCL. Fati plays either on the left wing or on the right wing. He was directly promoted to Spain under-21 squad instead of playing for Spain under-17. Now he is in the probable list of 50 players representing Spain in Euro 2021. From next season, Ansu is expected to take burden off Messi's shoulders at FC Barcelona. Number 9. Gabriel Martinelli. The bright spots for Arsenal this season are very few. Martinelli is one of them. He often plays as a striker, but he is deployed as a left winger at Arsenal. Despite only arriving from Brazilian 4th Division, Martinelli has made himself an indispensable member of the first team squad. He contributes something or the other in each and every game that he plays. Martinelli has changed many games for Arsenal this season. He contributed even in the Europa League and League Cup. He looks fearless and remains true to his playing style, which is why he is expected to be a fluent scorer for Arsenal and reduce the drought from next season. Number 8. Sandro Tonali. This holding midfielder represents Brescia in Serie A. He might not be a known player because he represents Brescia, which is not a famous club, but he's strong, energetic, elegant and creative with excellent vision and an ability to read the game. He often lies deep in a 4-3-3 formation and shows maturity and character beyond his age. He's often considered as a successor of Andrea Pirlo due to his qualities, and he represented Italy at just the age of 18. Let's hope that he earns a good money move to a bigger club and proves his worth. Number 7. Rodrigo Goes. Rodrigo Goes earned a move from Brazil to Real Madrid for 45 million euros in the summer. Rodrigo was an unwanted summer move for Real Madrid because they had plenty of attacking options. But he dropped all the players in the pecking order. He even dropped senior players like James Rodriguez, Gareth Bale, Isco, Lucas Vazquez and became the first choice winger at Real Madrid. He's versatile and can play on either wings. He scored a hat-trick against Galatasaray in the UCL. That was only his second UCL match in which his contributions have made him really popular. He's a player who can command the game with his feet. He's quick, he scores, he creates chances. These qualities are just enough to compare him with Ronaldo at Real Madrid. But he has to work more harder to reach Ronaldo's level at Real Madrid. Number 6. Phil Foden. Phil Foden represents Manchester City in the Premier League. With the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Rodrigo, Gundogan and David Silva already existing at Manchester City as world-class midfielders, this makes Phil Foden really tough to get into the first team sheet. But he has utilized each and every opportunity that he has got under Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola claimed him to be the best midfielder in the world right now at the age of 19. He is the youngest English player to score in the UCL. He also got the Premier League medal twice. He is the youngest player to do so. As David Silva is leaving Manchester City next season, it gives Foden a clear chance to prove his worth at Manchester City. Number 5. Joao Helix. Joao Helix is a quick and an intelligent player with an eye for goal. He earned a 120 million euros move to Atletico Madrid from Benfica this summer. His primary attributes are speed, creativity, finishing, touch of the ball and dribbling. He received comparisons to Kaká but failed to live up to the expectations at Atletico Madrid. But we can't blame him because at Atletico Madrid it is a complete defensive setup under Diego Simeone, while at Benfica he was playing an attacking role. Let's hope for him to adjust to the conditions at Spain and perform well next season. Number 4. Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies is a Canadian teenager who represents Bayern Munich at club level in Germany. He is considered as the best left back in the world right now. His main attribute is his pace. He displays both David Alaba and Lucas Hernandez to earn his regular spot at Bayern Munich. David Alaba is a senior left back at Bayern Munich and Lucas Hernandez is a World Cup winner with France. It means a lot displacing both these players for Alphonso Davies. He is a complete player at just 19 years of age. There is nothing much to prove for him. Number 3. Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. is the youngest player to score in an El Clasico in the 21st century. There have been many up and downs in his career until now. At the end of last season, he was the only bright light for Real Madrid. Now there's really tough fight between him and Rodrigo for the starting spot at Real Madrid. Both the young Brazilians have played well this season and are fighting for the starting spot. But Vinicius has got a lot of advantages over Rodrigo to be named as the third best teenager. Because he's got a lot of pace, he's got possession of the ball, he can move quickly with his both feet. These are some of the advantages. I hope Vinicius will do better at least next season, learning from his mistakes what he has done this season. Number 2. Erling Braut Haaland. Have any one of you missed his goal against PSG in the UCL? First, take a look at that. That goal is just enough to say how clinical he is. He's tall, he's quick, and he has got finishing. These are just enough to be a world-class striker. He got a good move to Borussia Dortmund, which perfectly suits his style of play. He's competing with Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Robert Lewandowski for the Golden Boot at just the age of 19. This is just enough to say how talented he is. No words to describe him. He'll surely be a legend in the future and he's gonna win the Ballon d'Or for sure. And finally, number 1, Jadon Sancho. Sancho is an English professional footballer who has taken the world by storm. 14 goals and 15 assists this season and 12 goals and 14 assists last season. These are just enough to say his name. Pace, skill, hardworking, dribbling, whatnot. He has got everything to his name. He moved from Man City to BVB in 2017 for more game time. At that time, his cost was just 8 million euros. Now his cost is nearly 200 million euros. This just proves his worth. It would take at least more than 1 hour to describe him, so I'm just ending here.